is the only person below White Holiday in the Comicsgate phone book. It's my favorite failed clone of Peter Sammetti. The YouTube how you doing? Welcome to the show.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to WyzGyzEntertainment. This is your host, Wyman. We are joined today by a very special guest, Fusebox.
Ooh,
how's it
thank
going,
you so much for having me on.
No problem. I might have asked this before, but what is the origin of the name or nickname Fusebox?
Well, actually, it comes from my last name because my last name is Fuselier, and a couple of guys used to call me Fusebox back in the day, and the name just always kind of stuck.
I thought maybe you were an electrician by trade, or you whenever you were diagnosing automobile problems, the first place you'd go
Nothing that makes that much sense.
Or in your family, you were always the go-to person to replace the fuses in the old house. So your last name, is it French?
It's kind of a weird English version of a French word. It's weird.
Oh, okay. Like what they call franglais, mixed up in English. All right. So welcome, Simon Poitier. Good to have you, sir.
Woo!
That book looks familiar. Not my monkeys, not my circus. Hello. And Dark Gift Comics presents What's Up, peeps?
Woo!
Right on. We are here. It's been quite a while since we last saw you.
Yeah, it has. Yeah.
Sim says he has a French name. He just won't admit it.
It's, it's kind of French.
Kind of, sort of, maybe. Like being half pregnant, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it has been, gosh, I don't know how long. It's just been a while. At least long enough to, go ahead.
Oh, it's definitely been a few months at least.
Yeah, I think when we last spoke, you were funding. You were actively funding.
Yep.
And now you are in demand.
Hell yeah.
Thanks for dropping the links. Awesome mods. Back this bad boy here. Sweet. Yeah, good stuff. Well, so as a refresher, how about we take a moment to discuss briefly your quote-unquote origin story. How you grew up, what you were into, pop culture-wise. Were you into cartoons, toys, movies, movie franchises, comic books, and what were the major milestones in your life? Or what were the major fuses in your parallel circuit that led to you one day becoming the incredible crowdfunded creator you are today?
Well, thank you so much. Since I was a little kid, I've always been way too imaginative. I live inside my own head a good 60 to 70% of the time. And I was very much into cartoons and action shows when I was a kid. And I was into comics, but I really didn't read too many superhero stuff. I was mostly into kind of slice of life comics and stuff.
Along the lines of manga?
And Hobbs and stuff like that.
Calvin and Hobbs and stuff. All right.
Yeah, like, you know, that was what I was into when I was younger. And as I started getting older, like when the Spider-Man movie came out and stuff like that, I started looking into superheroes in the comics and stuff. Not really too much with like issues, but like I would buy like compilation books and stuff, and I would just kind of read up on them.
Oh, like the trade paperbacks.
Yeah.
When you say Spider-Man, are you talking Tobey Maguire?
Oh yeah.
All right.
The original.
Gotcha.
The one that cries every 5 minutes.
Did you happen to get? You mentioned slice of life. Did you happen to get into things like manga, since they have a lot of titles that seem to fit that bill?
I did. There's two mangas specifically that I've been into, and that's Dragon Ball and the Tenchi Muyo series.
Okay.
And like I was always like, I don't know why. I was always kind of, I guess I was just really picky. It was like I was looking for certain aesthetics or story points, and Tenchi and Dragon Ball, that was my stuff. Like, oop, my bad. I knew that was gonna happen. Hold on. Here we go. I think that got it. I think that got it. Yeah. I promise I'm gonna get my microphone set up back pretty soon, so we won't be suffering through this.
Out of curiosity, are you on a phone using earbuds or headphones, or are you just doing it without any headphones or whatever plugged in? Did I lose you? Ben? Hello? The counter on my streaming timer is still going.
Hello?
There you are.
Am I
What happened? You were silent for...
am I still on the
You were like silent for like half a minute.
Oh my God. Yeah, no, I was wondering if I got booted off or not.
No, you're still here on my end.
All right, cool. Well,
so are you like on a phone with earbuds, or do you not have anything plugged in?
I don't have anything plugged in right now.
Okay. I noticed that whenever I'm like using StreamYard's mobile, it is kind of unreliable. And if I'm trying to join someone's stream from my phone, or if somebody else tries to join a stream I have in progress while I'm on my phone, it tends to result in heavy noise and a loud popping sound, which is annoying as all get out. But you're coming in clear. It's just from time to time you cut out.
Yeah, no, that was my fault. I think it was because I was walking a little too much.
Oh, all right. All right. So you like got out of the zone.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, so you were saying?
I'm trying to remember what I was saying.
You were kind of drawn to manga like Dragon Ball.
Yeah. Yeah, that was kind of the gold standard for me. Yeah, because to me, whenever I look at a lot of modern day superhero stuff, I always think like, well, you know, Goku kind of did it first, and he kind of did it better. But no, I know he didn't do it first. No, I know.
The StreamYard cellophobic.
That's right.
Basically, they got to work out the bugs, work out the kinks. Yeah. So, what else were you into? And what other things led you to decide to get into the whole crowdfunded comics realm?
Well, you know, I was really just into anything that had a lot of action and great story. And you know, I mean, I've always been a big movie head. I have a ton of movies. I've seen so many movies. I like things in almost every genre. Yeah, I think I can't really nail a specific one down in terms of like influence, but well, no, for this story though in particular, I can tell you a lot of this got kind of kicked off for me when I first saw the first Pirates of the Caribbean movie.
Oh, right.
That was way back in the day. That was I got inspired by that genre. I liked the fact that the movie franchise was trying to resurrect a genre that I think was mostly dead, but I felt like there was a lot of untapped potential in it. And Pirates of the Caribbean is one of those franchises that kind of started to flesh that out. And so, like, when it came to Outlaw Nights, I was thinking, like, well, I'd like to do a pirate story, but I don't want to do something like what Disney's doing or something like, you know, I don't want to lean on the cliches of pirates and stuff like that. I want to get a little different with it. And so that was when I started playing around with the idea of space pirates. And ironically enough, I'd always known about space pirates, like, you know, in media, but I never really saw space pirate movies or anything like that.
I was about to ask about those.
I just kind of wanted to do it, you know. But from most of what I had seen, I just wasn't super impressed. So I kind of wanted to put my own spin on it, and I've just been slowly kind of building on this idea in the back of my mind for a good 10 years. And I was playing around with some other ideas first, ideas that would be simpler to make either film wise or writing wise. And I, of course, started tuning into the indie comics scene on the internet with Comicsgate and everything. And, you know, I was just really inspired by, like, I love the idea of this grassroots movement of independent creators carving their own space, not trying to compete over whatever little room there is in mainstream entertainment. And I just liked how big it was getting. And so I was thinking, well, I'd like to write a comic, you know, writing's my thing. And I'm thinking, like, well, I've been sitting on this idea for 10 years, playing around with that. Why don't I do that? And so I just started fleshing out the script. I started writing it out as a comic script. And I found that it actually works best as a comic script, more than it would, say, as like a movie or a novel. So, I mean, everything has clicked into place. And I mean, I'm just excited about getting all this new artwork from an artist that I just hired. You may have heard of him. His name is Sim. You know?
He sounds familiar.
Yeah, you know, and I've just been getting really excited with the new pages he's been turning in, especially. It's a dream come true.
What is your guys' working routine like? For example, do you have the entire script ready and completed, and you basically just send them the entire thing all at once, or do you like send it chapter by chapter, or do you get really thorough and detailed like a novelist and point out all the particular details and things you're looking for in the scene, and then say, hey, represent this? Or do you take like broader strokes and go, all right, here's the gist of what I'm looking for, have at it, do your thing?
It's kind of a mixture of both, because I had a completed script like right off the bat. But with my script writing, it's like there's certain elements that I was obsessively detailed over to an extent. And then there was some aspects to it that I really didn't flesh out at all in the script, because those were aspects that I'm kind of weak on, and it's also, I thought of it as a good opportunity for an artist to kind of have fun with it, and so that way it's like both of our creative, our ideas are meshing together.
Cool. And did it take long for you to find Sim, or had you been like kind of casually searching for someone to work with for a while in Comicsgate, and waited till you started seeing people sharing samples of their style and their work?
Well, yeah, I looked around for a good while on Twitter, and I actually, before Sim joined the project, we had another artist at first, Render Contender, and so I had sent him the script and everything, and that all went really well for a good while. We had a good working relationship. It was just once the COVID-19 thing kind of got really big, it started affecting his work and everything, and basically he wasn't able to finish the books, and so I was desperately looking around, and Sim's art style complements Render's very well, and
Nice.
Sim has been supportive of this project for so long, and so he volunteered, and I was, I couldn't have asked for anything better.
Nice. Yeah, Sim's a good guy for sure.
Absolutely.
And quite talented at that. And were there any cases where you, thus far, where you guys might have clashed initially and said, no, I think it really should go this way, and no, I really think it should go this way, and then take some time to hash out, but then eventually you guys came to like a mutual give and take kind of thing?
I don't think we've really had anything like that. I mean, he'll show me he'll show me the pages before they're finished, and so like he'll just kind of be like, what do you think? And so I'll just kind of give little critiques or notes or whatever, and if Sim doesn't agree with it, he'll explain why, and usually it's a solid ass reason, so like,
got a reason to back it up.
Yep.
And then there's those times where you go, if you could, I'd like you to do this piece like a little more like Sim style, Just kidding. Goofy. All right. So if you haven't already, Outlaw Knight's Genesis of a Renegade is in demand. So there's still time to back it. Definitely should back it while you still can. Back it once, back it twice, back it 3 times a lady. And if you have not yet backed it, or you don't have the ability to at this moment, please consider sharing this all over social media so we get more eyeballs on this. Was that on my end? What the heck? Oh, interesting. Got like a notification sound. All right, so Outlaw Knights, Genesis of a Renegade. Holy moly, got 3 pages left to do. Whew.
Yep, we're getting there.
Now, does that is that factoring in pencils, inks, colors, and lettering?
That's just pencils and inks.
Nice.
But our colorist, though, does have he has the pages that we've hammered out over the past month, and so I believe he is working on those as we speak.
Nice.
Yeah, it's looking good. I was saying on the latest update on the campaign, it's looking like we're gonna be wrapped up by mid-May. I'm hoping. I'm hoping though that we'll be able to get done earlier than that, but you know, want to be safe.
Cool. So Outlaw Knights, Genesis Renegade. Cyrus Lawson is caught up in the machinations of Ivory, infamous pirate captain of Hazard. Let's watch this trailer here. Verse Film Productions.
Yep. Verse Films, they are affiliated with the team producing the Skits book.
Oh, yes. So they made this trailer, huh?
Yep.
Nice. Yeah, those are some good people too.
Absolutely.
Very cool. So you're at, let's see, July 1st of last year, you hit 69.20 USD by 123 backers. That's a pretty cool number. 1, 2, 3. You are now at 77.85 and 145 backers. Do you happen to remember what your funding goal was at the time?
I believe the goal was around 6,500.
And was that mainly a combination of the hired talent, and the cost of packaging, shipping costs, particularly international? And,
The whole shebang.
Right on.
I mean, I definitely had to dip in out of pocket at first, but you know.
Yeah, so the higher we can get this, the closer you'll be to being in the black. So we definitely want to keep promoting this as much as we possibly can.
Oh, just excuse me for one quick sec.
Yeah, sure. The first page I did is in the updates, if I remember right. Nice. So we'll have to check that out. Checking out these interiors. Nice work. There was a tier where you can be drawn in. We'll have to check to see if that one got scooped up.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, no problem. All right.
Yes, indeed it is.
Excuse me. So you mentioned that this what originated, and you also mentioned that here that you envisioned this as a film.
Yep.
Were you thinking along the lines of a trilogy or a single standalone movie, or maybe a Lord of the Rings 4-hour movie?
I was daring to dream back then, and I was thinking like I wanted this to be a movie series that would keep going as long as I felt like it.
Oh. Well,
and so I sort of, for the comics, I've capped it around I think 8 issues at the most. But I would like to, do kind of offshoot stories and things like that. Like I'd love to build on the Outlaw Knights universe.
So it's currently slated to be 25 pages long, 50 if we can hit 10K.
Yeah, I don't. That part's a little.
We're at 77.85. When do you think you might close the in-demand store?
I am most likely going to close it down shortly after. I think I'm going to close it down shortly after fulfillment.
Shortly after fulfillment. Okay.
Just
are
to,
you
give it a little bit more time.
Part of the reason I ask is because when it comes to crowdfunding campaigns, sometimes it's wise to kind of stall on closing out the in-demand store until after you've fulfilled a portion of your backings, so that when they start receiving them, people start doing their PO box opening review streams, and they excuse me, they start getting the books in their hands, and they see that you fulfilled it successfully and they're enjoying the book. Then you have the chance of getting another boost to your campaign while it's in demand, and some more sales as a result, you know?
Absolutely.
Hey, welcome, Nightsan. Good to have you.
Woo.
Wow. What up? Want to stop and say hello and smash the like. Thank you so much. Absolutely. Like, comment, subscribe. Mark the bell for notifications. So you got this cool cover here, Outlaw Knights. You got a nice grouping of what I'm guessing is the key characters in this title.
Oh yeah.
Oh, do you find it challenging at all, since you envisioned this as a movie series, adapting it into a comic format? It didn't sound like there was much of a challenge, that it was rather easy for you.
I think in some ways, just because of the fact that, in some ways it was easier, and in some ways it was like there was sort of a learning curve, I guess. Because it's that I had to simplify the story beats down to where everything can be told in single shots.
Mm-hmm.
So that part was a little it was a little bit of a challenge, because it's like, I think when I was writing the script, I think I put in like way too much motion, like movement and stuff, and it's like, yeah, you can't tell that on one panel kind of thing.
Yeah, for sure. Let's see here. Very good point, Sim. Some do a second chance campaign once everything is fulfilled too.
Amen.
That's another way to do it. Man, I really like this image. I mean, at first glance, it might seem simple, but you've got the perspective. If I'm not mistaken, this would be classified as 1-point perspective. Everything is converging on a single point in the distance.
Yeah.
These people who are running, and then you've got you have to factor in the weight and where you put the weight when you run, and then you've got the exterior, you've got the reflection in the glass, and you've got these beautiful arches. That's pretty sweet.
That is definitely one of my favorites.
Excuse me. You got some colored interiors. Colored interiors definitely help.
Oh, yeah. I don't think I could do this just going with line art.
This is a good piece. I wonder, that looks like another 1-point perspective. Cool stuff. Neat little dome base.
Well, actually, he now has a face.
Oh, does he?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Anything's got to be better than a question mark, right? Unless you are the question.
part of his character.
There you go.
Yeah, unfortunately, that guy right there, that guy and Taurus, unfortunately, they got kind of pushed to the next issue.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah, I had to. It was when I cut the book in half and everything.
Oh, all right.
I know that, but you know, I promise though, this issue is still sexy as hell.
Nice. I can take your word for that.
I mean, if you don't believe me, ask Sim. And I trust Sim more than I trust myself. So
this is pretty neat. This StarCraft and the ring here.
yeah, that's sort of like a gravity well security checkpoint.
Oh, all right. Would it be fair to say that outside of this ring, there's a force field that you don't see?
Yeah, something like, you know, they're yeah, like sort of like an induced gravity.
All right. All right. As soon as you got funded, did you happen to see a spike through Indiegogo in more advertising and all that good stuff? Promotion?
At first, definitely. I think, yeah, it definitely gave me a little bit of a boost. But I think it kind of tapered off after the first month or two. So I'm not too sure.
And welcome, Matanui. Hello.
Hey.
For anyone who has not yet, be sure and back Outlaw Knights, Genesis of a Renegade. It's in demand. Back it once, back it twice, back it 3 times a lady. If you don't have the means to do so at this time, please share it all over your social media. Get some more eyeballs on it. Some good stuff here. And let's check out the perks. When it comes to perks, I always commend creators when they have a feature tier. It's not necessarily the cheapest tier. It's not necessarily the most expensive. It's somewhere in between. And usually it involves the book and maybe 1 or more tchotchkes or a variant cover or something like that. So it's also a way of the creator telling the backer, you know, if you want like a nice, you want to get a good feel of the book, the story, and the experience, get this tier.
Amen. Absolutely. And I mean, that's the best perk that we have up right now, especially because I mean it's the book and a poster of the cover, which I believe it's 11 by 17, and I actually have a poster of the cover at my house right now, and oof, I love it. So,
is it something you want to share on camera?
Oh well, no, I mean I'm technically not at my house right now.
Oh, okay, all right. On the road. All right, very cool. So it's gonna, I presume, it's gonna be folded then. Maybe
I'm gonna do my best to try to figure a way around having to fold it. If I have to go with bigger packaging, maybe.
Okay. Yeah. Excuse me. Welcome, Tatsunami. Elbow bump. Isn't it only the people who are concerned about getting COVID doing the elbow bump? Hello. Good to have you. Welcome. Yeah, so I know a lot of campaigns typically include folded posters. I mean, I don't particularly mind them, but I don't like them as much as unfolded ones.
Well, that's the thing, yeah.
I also understand the fact that, you're trying to cut costs wherever you can. And the more you're willing to make it like a, fully, either rolled up or gently, subtly folded, the more you could be looking at higher cost. So, yeah, you got to do what you think you will work best for your campaign, your unique campaign.
Definitely.
So with this feature tier, you get Outlaw Knights and the cover pinup, which did I hear you right? 11 by 17.
Yep.
All right.
And I was bullied into making that featured tier by Graded Point 5 and by Sim.
Oh, really?
They thought I forgot. I didn't forget.
You mean the idea of having a feature tier, or by specifically doing the book with the poster?
By doing the book with the poster and by having it featured. I remember on a stream, Sim was like, "All right, you're making that tier right now," and he made me make it on stream. So
nice. Excuse me. Sim says, "I want one of those posters, Ben, and maybe we should think about a variant cover for the reprint." For sure, yeah. At least I'd say so.
That's getting my excitement up.
Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Then we've got the Outlaw Knights Genesis of Renegade, the book itself.
Yep.
So that's, wow, 95 claim. That's impressive.
That's the most popular tier.
Well, and then you also got to factor in you've sold a bunch of the covers through the feature tier too. So
yep.
There you go. And then you've got Cyrus Lawson, get 2 on Outlaw Knights. 2 copies of the book.
Yep. And I believe it's I can't remember which of those, because my tiers are pretty simple right now, because like the biggest thing was like I want to get this out in a timely manner, and I felt like I felt like it'd be weird for me to make a bunch of like extra toys and stuff for a series that nobody's heard of yet,
Oh, right. Yeah, you don't want to get too crazy and out of control your first campaign. Excuse me.
It's like I wanted to make sure everything was doable.
Yeah, I mean, although I'm looking forward to it, I wouldn't expect you to offer a railgun on the first campaign. So maybe on the third one.
I mean, you got to build up to something.
Yeah. So for the second campaign, you might have this pistol here.
Exactly.
And then, as one of the higher perks, you get a bottle of booze that says Outlaw Knights with a shot glass. So,
Made in Tuscany.
There you go. So getting the perk that has 2 books in it can be quite handy, especially if you're like an international backer.
Yeah.
Or if you're just going in with a friend or something, and that effectively cuts your shipping in half.
Yeah, I hate how much I had to charge for shipping, but I had no choice.
Yeah, I'm not sure if someone's going to come up with an even better idea, but right now it seems like one of the workarounds is to partner up with a CG creator in another country, and that way, depending on your backer division in terms of countries, who gets what percentage, it's distributed out, and then the team as a whole works together in their respective countries to ship at local rates.
Oh, shit.
International rates. So that's starting to become a bigger thing. People are partnering up, and so far it seems to be working.
That's a great idea.
Yeah. Excuse me. Excuse me.
That's an eggplant.
Yeah, welcome out, Gargoyle. Thank you for the eggplant. Eggplants in space. Sorry I missed you. No problem, buddy. What's up? Like me and Beacon do. Yes. Yeah. Sam and Michael Beacon partner up so that they can, ship locally.
Beacon is actually working on the colors for those new pages.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, Michael Beacon does some good stuff. Sim says it worked very well with Blood Hunt. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. It means that there's a solid workaround. Yeah, because everyone understands that the shipping rates can be out of control, but at the same time, you don't want to screw over the creator, and you also the other way around too. The creator doesn't want to screw the backers, so we got to find a good solution for that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Here you can get 3 copies of Outlaw Nights, which is nice. Yeah, whenever you have multiple copies, it becomes what's referred to as like a retailer's tier, which is perfectly fine. Some people want multiple copies.
Amen.
And, so does it work out? I think I did the math previously, but does it work out to where you get a slightly bigger break the more copies you get, or is it all the same? Just together.
I think like it's about the same,
You
but
save $5 here. Well, actually, you save $5, but it's due to this discount here.
yeah,
12% off. Okay.
yeah. It's like I've tried. Yeah, I don't want it to be like a full retail kind of price, even though I mean the prices are still pretty high, but it's all going into production.
Yeah, so normally this would be 100 because each copy is 25. But thanks to the 10% off, it comes down to 90. Now, didn't you you did have a drawing tier, right?
Yeah, we just I went ahead and hid those tiers once we started working on those. So we've actually got that all cranked out. So
Okay. Excuse me.
backers who backed original art, Sim is just about ready.
All right, so there was actually a drawing tier, right? I wasn't just dreaming.
I mean, you might have been dreaming, but it was there for a while, yes.
One of the things I like on campaigns is when they are able to, show that the tier has sold, but still have it displayed and kind of grayed out, faded.
Yeah, I didn't know how to do that.
Yeah, I don't know either because I've never been on the admin side of things. But once a tier sells out, I just assumed it automatically converted, but I don't know. But the cool thing about seeing that on campaigns is, number one, you can see what you missed out on, and number two, it kind of serves as a like a little nudge or a reminder to yourself, hey, I don't want to miss out on this cool looking tier next time the creator launches another campaign for their next book,
Yeah.
So that's pretty sweet. Welcome. What about ahoy one and all?
Woo.
Have you? Good to have you. Definitely check out Outlaw Nights, Genesis of a Renegade. It's in demand. That means you still got a little more time before they consider closing down this campaign. Back it once, back it twice, back it 3 times, lady. If by chance you don't have the means to back it at this time, please consider sharing it all over your social media. Get that out there, get more eyeballs on it, all that good stuff. Let me see here. Share with us You know what? Let's check out this updates tab because.
Yeah, because you know who that is.
Let me see here. Pushing the completion time to mid-May. Hope to wrap up sooner. I greatly appreciate when creators keep the backers updated and in the loop on the progress. People are very understanding, especially Comicsgate backers. They know things happen, and it takes.
Oh, I mean, the beauty of this whole thing is like you guys aren't just the customers; you guys are also the investors. So it's like, you know, I feel like it's good that y'all know what's going on.
Mm-hmm. Indeed. Anxious to get this out. Hopefully be launching issue 2 later this summer. Need to get number 1 in your hands before anything else. Absolutely. Sims laid out the final 8 pages. Completed the line art on one of them. Michael Beacon's working on his magic as I write this. Everything is in place. I mean, look at the detail on this. Jeez. Ooh, look at that. Cracking. Whenever you see panels that are full of so much, that are rich in detail, it makes you just want to pause a moment and just, look over it. And just look at all the little details and see if you can find any like Easter eggs that might that you might get a reference to later on. Bam.
It's funny you should mention that because there actually are some Easter eggs in that panel.
Awesome.
Yep.
Oops, extreme apologies. Simon Poitier is our artist. Good Lord Almighty.
No, it's because I freaking misspelled his name in the last update, and I was just like, I can't have that.
Oh, all right. So that was the little goof up. That's funny. Yeah, I'm no stranger to misspelled names. The bottles are filled of Easter eggs. Nice. I was wondering, are there any other things you wanted to highlight? Something I might have missed? Something you wanted to discuss more about a particular character or a piece of the story without giving out spoilers?
Well, I mean, the main thing I think everybody can tell is that the summation is like this is definitely going to be a heist in the future type of story, and it's kicking off a saga here because our pirates are in pursuit of something very special that I will not divulge. But it's it's the kind of prize that all the nations of Earth are all watering at the mouth for. So there's gonna be it's gonna be a 31st century rat race.
Right on.
Yeah, and I hate that we had to push Taurus to the next issue.
Were you able to, in doing so, were you able to set things up so that it ends on a cliffhanger?
Kind of. It it's like the first issue does have a complete story arc in and of itself, but it definitely ends on a moment of like, there's more coming.
Nice. I think this would make for a good print too. Well, maybe without. Well, I don't know. I was gonna say maybe
without the dialogue.
Yeah, without the dialogue, as like a virgin print, if you will.
I'm gonna file that.
And then if you could make one of these gates with some StarCraft and have it kind of, with the use of magnets, have it levitate above your table. Hey, that woman's playing Galaga. We all saw it. Nice, nice, nice. Let's go ahead and, excuse me, let's watch the trailer again. Boom.
I love it.
Sweet. There's some. What was that?
It's a sexy trailer. But I'm totally not biased.
There are some trailers that would benefit from like a voiceover, but yours actually works even without it. And
That's what I think.
I think it's partially to do with, you got text on the screen that you could read pretty easily. It's legible. You have enough time to read it. And then you've also got the different music styles. It's quite unique. They did a good job on that.
Absolutely.
So you are at 77.85 for 145 backers. 77.85. Nice.
Yeah,
let's keep it up. Let's keep that going. And let's see here. Did he just reference the Avengers? Yes, I did. You caught it. You caught it. Good job. I think this book might need a sim cover and maybe have the original for sale in a second chance campaign. I don't know. Those are really legit, all good ideas. I think it would do well. Okay, my chat box glitched out and froze for the whole stream. Uh-oh.
Oh, God.
That was weird. Maybe if you haven't already, be sure and refresh that page. I heard some comment about Galaga that reminded me of that moment from the Avengers movie. That's exactly That's exactly what I was going for. Hey, Dojo Goon Comics. Good to have you.
What is up?
How's it going? Hail. Hail, 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 hail. Hail, 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 hail. Oh my gosh. Such good stuff. So timeline-wise, you're looking at getting at least the pencils and the inks. Are you also shooting to have the colors and lettering done by like mid-May?
Yeah, that's the goal.
All right. So fully finished.
Because I mean, Tim is literally working on the final page. Like he's pretty much his work is complete pretty soon. So yeah, pretty much just gonna be colors and lettering right after that.
Nice. And then converting it into a digital file and then getting that sent to the printer. Um, is this technically your first successfully? I see there are 2 campaigns listed.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't this your first fully funded one?
Yep.
All right. The other one you made a go at it, but it didn't quite make it there.
Yeah, I wasn't really well known, and I wasn't going on YouTube shows like this one, and that really kind of hurt me.
Yeah, live and learn. A lot of new creators aren't familiar with this community yet. But as far as I'm concerned, it's like the best out there.
Oh God, thank you.
And then we've got, let's see. Get the print. Oh, I presume you're planning on getting like a proof copy. As I understand it, the printer charges for it, but you know it's worthwhile because you get to see what the finished product is expected to look like, and then it gives you like a final chance to check for errors and anything that might have been missed at the last minute before fully going to print.
Yeah, that sounds wise.
Yep. All right. So let's see here. Be sure and back this campaign if you haven't already. It's in demand, but not for much longer. We are literally coming to the close of April, so these guys plan on having this project completed roughly mid-May if all goes well. That means fulfillment shortly thereafter, and then no telling how long they're going to keep the in-demand store open. Once it's closed, then you'll have missed out, and then you'll be all sad, and then you know how it goes.
Your life will be incomplete.
Yeah, true. Be sure and check out the K Manifesto show with Dojo Kun Comics. The reason I mention it is because we have a document called the CG Guide, which will list the shows you can go on. Ben.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate the heck out of that.
Hey, that's cool. I have like an informal list, but I know it's nowhere near complete because I've been having trouble keeping up with who's regularly having guests on their channel. So that's pretty cool. Got to remember that the CG Guide on the K Manifesto show. Oh. We're on tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern. 8 p.m. Eastern Thursday. Oh, I think I've got 2 streams tomorrow. Yeah, I do. I'll have to catch it on replay. Oh, and Sim's got a list on his Discord. Whoa. See, we got all these awesome people with all these lists of shows you can go on to promote and show your book. YouTube and Twitter promoters. Wow, nice.
Yeah.
And for those of you who don't already know, with regards to Comicsgate, there's 3 good resources as well. A couple of them are exclusively Comicsgate, I believe, and one of them is Comicsgate and Indie Comics. Let me get that link for everyone. The links. Excuse me. Wow, supplies and printing too? Dang. Man, you're really coming up with a comprehensive list. That's cool. These sites are very handy for kind of keeping track of campaigns that are live and what stage they're at and how much they're earning. And they also kind of connect you to, I think IndieCron right now is the one that has more of a list of various types of creators, whether it be artists, colorists, pencilers, writers, and then it allows you to sort by that category if you happen to be looking specifically for one. Excuse me. But hey, you'll even find my channel on a couple of those sites. I gotta see if there's a way to get on the third one. But they monitor the progress and success of these various campaigns, and like after certain markers, after you hit certain landmarks, if you will, then your campaign changes into the next color, and so on. So it's pretty sweet. I like these resources, and these people put so much work into them. And
yeah.
So if you, and yeah, so does Sim and Dojo Kun Comics. So if you can, drop them, give them some tips for like monetary tips for their hard work, because they put all this effort out to provide these awesome resources.
Amen.
Right on, like Donkey Kong. Okay, so Outlaw Knights, Genesis of Renegade. Get this book if you haven't already. Definitely going to be worthwhile. Looks pretty exciting. I'm excited to get it. Just to be sure, I better double check, and after the stream sometime, make for darn sure that I've already backed it, because I don't want to be stuck in that scenario where you think 99% of that you've already backed a campaign, and then you come to find out later, hey, wait, I don't have any receipt. I don't have any record saying that I backed it.
That's happened to me.
No.
Yep.
Excuse me. Ben, find me on Twitter at Dojo Kun Comics.
Amen. I'll get on it right after.
Everyone can help keep them updated. Yep, for sure. And if you're a creator who's got a campaign, but you're not seeing your book on there, and you're definitely an indie and or Comicscape project, reach out to these site owners to make sure that you're added to the list. Because, just as with all of us promoters, myself included, it's quite challenging to keep up with everyone. And last I heard, I've said this before, but last I've heard, someone commented that in 2021, in these first 4 months, over 53 titles have been released or announced. Excuse me.
Damn.
Yeah, I know. That's a lot. So that means increased competition. So you want to make sure your project stands out.
Amen.
You back Siamese, right? I got to double check. 83. Am I backer 83? I'm not sure. Let me see if I can do a quick search on the spot. I know that's another book I wanted. Yeah, I'm going to have to double check. And if I haven't, then I'm going to have to back it, because I do want it. Holy crap. I can't find proof. I don't know if, you know what? Sometimes the weird thing about YouTube and Twitter notifications, sometimes they end up going to my junk folder for some reason. And no matter how many times I tell them it's not junk, they still throw them in there from time to time. Excuse me. All right. So, Ben, I'm giving you the floor. Share with the world how you can be found on social media.
Thank you so much. You can find me on Twitter. There's actually, I have 2 Twitter accounts you can mess with. It's at Knights Outlaw and at Fuselier Ben, Fuselier. I think I tried to change that once and I didn't realize how to. I'm a little bit of a boomer. But I also have a YouTube channel, but I haven't really messed with it in a hot minute, but I want to get back on it.
Yeah, you should.
And it's literally the same name that I've got on my display name. It's Fusebox.
All right. Yeah, when I went to double check with you, make sure we were still on tonight, I was having a heck of a time in Twitter trying to find your handle. I was looking for Ben. I was looking for Ben Fuse. I was looking for Outlaw Knights, and come to find out, everything is like backwards. The last name first. But we finally connected, so that worked.
I mean, anytime anybody can find, anytime anybody could find my Twitter, like I consider that a miracle.
Oh, all right. So it's intentionally designed to follow the pirate theme, where you're in search of a buried treasure. And once you find your Twitter handles, then it's like you struck gold.
It's weird how you got that. Like, you totally read my mind.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Followed you, Ben. Sweet.
Amen.
Fantastic. All right. As always, you can find me at the usual haunts. WyzGyzEntertainment, most social media, although, no, that's not true. Facebook, YouTube, WyzGyzEntertainment, Twitch, WyzGyz Twitches, Parler, WyzGyzParlers, Twitter, WyzGyz Tweets. I'm also on Instagram and TikTok, and soon to be several other platforms to try and build backup platforms. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Mark the bell for notifications. Drop some comments down below at the end of this stream. Let us know what you're most looking forward to on Outlaw Knights, Genesis of a Renegade. Also,
Absolutely.
let us know if you backed it. Thank you to everyone in chat. You guys are freaking awesome as usual. Thanks to all who watched this on replay. And thanks to our very special guest, Fuselier Ben. Fuselier de Ben, or Ben Le Fuselier.
Well, thank you for having me back on, man. I appreciate the hell out of it.
Les Outlaw Knights. Les Nuits de Outlaw. No, it's a pleasure. Definitely got to have you on. Also, just dawned on me, when you do choose to close the in-demand store, you're going to do like some closeout stream?
Yeah, definitely.
Cool. Where are you going to do it?
I don't know yet.
Have you reached out to Sim?
That's a thought. I mean,
Yeah, it's a thought. Or you can reach out to me. Yeah.
Because, I think I know him.
Yeah. Your French ain't bad, WyzGyz. WyzGyz. Oui. Yeah, so absolutely. I can only say I am credited with only one closing stream. I have not done any opening streams, and I've done one closing stream, which was fun. So I'll put my head in the ring.
Absolutely.
I will totally understand if you go with someone like Sam or another channel that's bigger. Man. All right. Anyway.
Lord Almighty.
Oh man. All right. Don't worry. I'm here all night. I'm here all week. Don't forget to tip the waitress. Thank you all for joining us. And again, thanks to our very special guest, Ben, the Fuse Box.
Thank you.
And take it easy, y'all. Oh, yeah, there you go. Late Night with Comicsgate, Michael Bancroft.
Yeah.
Good deal. Good deal. Check out all the other awesome entertainment. Tip the waitress. Try the veal. Oh, yeah. Yeah, good point. That veal came out really nice. I like that. Had some earlier this evening. Yeah, so check it out. Check it out. Yeah, and take care. There are probably lots of streamers, especially East Coast of the United States. You're going to see a lot of streamers. I was about to do like a stream of my own where I share what I picked up from my local comic shop, but I realized today is Piper's stream, the F-it. I'm gonna go check hers out because it's every Wednesday. And y'all have a great night. Take care, and we'll see you next time.
Final guest that is the only person below White Holiday in the Comicsgate phone book. It's my favorite failed clone of Peter Sametti. The YouTube sensation. WyzGyz. How you doing, Parler? Welcome to the show.